Okay, I have this problem here, and this thing doesn't sit well with me because we see Maphisa exposing the state, right? And mind you, we are talking about the so-called expert. There are quite a number of things that I think I want to take on as far as the experts are concerned. Because, I mean, honestly speaking, you can't be an expert and blatantly lie like the guy or this investigator from who's working for the Nati system where you register your car, you do your licensing and all the stuff. In other words, we can simply say we are talking about a guy that is in charge of the system that we look licensing department, right? Now, for the fact that he gave us his credentials, and the idea that is given is that, listen, I am an expert. I investigate this. And to qualify that, before we criticize him, we must go back to what Judge Ratamokhotleng once said. He said, for one to be an expert, you don't necessarily have to acquire or be academically achieved. Even those that have enough experience in that specific field can be regarded as an expert. So let's say, for instance, let's just give it to him and say you are an expert. But what type of an expert that does not have, does not have his house gathered, does not have his house together? What type of an expert that drives to court and gets there and you're just exposed by just Maphisa? Come on, a simple, blatant lie. But before I proceed with this, I know for a fact that you're not going to lie. That is why I put it to you that you do the following.
If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people. Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, will bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed.
First of all, guys, it has been said that Maphisa owned all the vehicles, and hey, I was doing my research behind the scenes, and I found that, you know what, the vehicle that they said he owns, he never owned all of those things. That's just number one. He had this and these vehicles. He himself is surprised about the vehicles that are being credited to him. It creates a doubt and a worry to my heart and say, wait a minute. Are they not going to try and fake this thing and put those things in the system? Because if, for instance, you're going to come to me and say, Bongani, you own BMW, and I'll be like, wait a minute, I've never owned one. You can't find a BMW in my name because I've never owned one. If you were to find one, then somebody needs to do the explanation, because definitely not me. Not me. Right? Number two, it's the issue of numbers. I almost had an opportunity, just almost had an opportunity to go and verify some of that information. But unfortunately, because of lack of funds, I couldn't travel to KZN to verify that. But I can confirm to you that the numbers that are said to be owned, or numbers that are said to be belonging to him, I was meant to during the Easter weekend, as I almost went and met the guy. It's just that logistics didn't allow, and so the numbers that are said to have been belonging to Maphisa, they don't belong to Maphisa. So you then ask yourself a question: was there no manipulation of the system there? Number one. Number two, I'm worried about the fact that they are trying to cover up for each other when they say, remember that the guy was asked to say, how did it come about that you ended up investigating this case? Do you remember his answer? He received an email, and when he speaks about the email, he does not want to disclose what Kininda said. He says it's classified. And I said to myself, there's something that doesn't make sense here. He said the email is classified. Do you know what it means to when they say this document is classified? It means the information contains thereon is sensitive and crucial. So much so that it does not, or no one, no ordinary person or people that are not meant for that docket should see that docket. That is the essence of a classified document from a police language. Now you ask yourself a question. If the email sent by Kininda is classified, how is it that the email is classified? Because one, you are investigating Maphisa in the Mayiwa case, number one. Number two, guys, you are already Maphisa is already sentenced, right? So what is classified that nobody else is supposed to know about except themselves? And that's what worries me, guys, to say, guys, there is a problem here. I'm telling you, there is a problem here, right? The fourth issue that I take with them is the fact that you are an expert, for crying out loud. You're supposed to get matters. Your house must be in order before going to court. You must come to court and give accurate information. But you've got an expert that goes to court to testify. And the numbers that you say they belong to, the numbers that you confidently say they belong to Maphisa, those numbers, they have a person that uses it because they've got an ownership. Currently, there's an individual that is using those numbers, not the man you said they belong to. So if we will have experts going to court and lie, what to expect from the others? It appears like you know why I'm just defeated when it comes to this. Do you remember not long ago we had this doctor who was supposed to check the teeth of Ndanzi and then ended up checking the body and want to comment on the body, something that is not qualified for. But now that man was busy doing things that is not qualified for. Now he gets asked. Suddenly he made a U-turn in his own statement and said, no, me I was never came here to answer that. But you volunteered the information. Now you are being cross-examined over the information. It's now difficult to answer your very own statement. So you've got these people who are consistently coming to court to try and say things, but under cross-examination, they now want to distance themselves from their own version. Something is wrong with the experts that are being called by the state. I'm not sure if you are seeing this, but something is amiss with the. Yes, guys, I don't know what's going on with my teeth or my tongue. It's paining just right here. Hey. But nevertheless, so pay attention to the type of expert that they are calling. It's like that is like pay attention to this expert, like all of them. Just pay attention to them. You'll notice that there's something dodgy about these experts. There's something off about most of the experts that are called by the state. But for today, let me leave it here. I'll love and leave you here. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. But until such a time, please take care.